Hey everyone, my name is Amber and I'm Assistant Medical Director for Nash Bio, where I help develop and validate clinical insights using healthcare data. Welcome to today's dive into transforming clinical trial data into captivating stories. We're about to explore how adding a touch of storytelling magic can make data more engaging and more relatable to a wider audience. Let's start by discussing the key to great storytelling. Great storytelling relies on the incorporation of certain fundamental elements. Those elements are character, plot, setting, conflict, and resolution. We can use these fundamental storytelling elements to weave a compelling tale from clinical trial data. So let's talk about how to do that. Think of the character element as the intervention being studied. It's not just a drug, it's the hero of the story. It has features, benefits, and potential impacts that can change lives. Just like telling a story with a beginning, middle, and ending, you need to create a clear plot that starts with the problem being studied, introduces the intervention, describes the study's processes, and then concludes with the results. You'll also want to provide a setting or context that explains the significance and the background of the studied condition. This will help your audience understand why the clinical trial is an important step in advancing treatment. Every good story has a conflict. Conflict adds depth to the story. In the context of clinical trials, the conflict can take the form of any challenge or difficulty faced during the clinical trial. This could be recruitment hurdles or unexpected side effects, for example. To conclude the story, provide a summary of statistical findings and efficacy and safety results, along with any groundbreaking takeaways to bring the story to its resolution. And don't forget to include visuals. Infographics, charts, interactive dashboards, all of these visuals can make complex information more accessible and engaging. It's just like illustrations in a storybook. We know that clinical trial data are essential for drug development, but how do we go about transforming the data into information that we can use to develop an engaging and interesting narrative? The raw data include patient demographics, treatment protocols, responses, adverse events, and efficacy outcomes, all typically presented as numbers, tables, and graphs. But further analysis of clinical trial data is often required to identify any trends and patterns that may not be immediately apparent, such as the impact of a treatment on a particular subgroup. These insights can help us build a richer and more comprehensive storyline. And this is important because beyond the numbers, the impact of a treatment lies in its ability to address unmet medical needs and improve patient outcomes. So presenting risks and benefits in a clear and balanced way empowers patients, policymakers, healthcare professionals to make informed decisions. Keep in mind that clinical trials are only one phase of a drug development lifecycle. Once approved, there are opportunities to evaluate a treatment beyond the controlled clinical trial environment. For example, real-world data can help validate hypotheses and even uncover post-marketing insights that may not have been observed in the trial period. So here's the bottom line. Clinical trial data are crucial, but the data can be hard to understand when presented in a technical and complex manner. To make the information more accessible, we can use storytelling techniques and enrich the data with real-world perspectives to create narratives that can be understood by a broader audience. Ultimately, presenting clinical trial data is not just about advancing research. It's about improving healthcare for everyone's benefit. Thanks for joining me on today's storytelling adventure. Until next time.